Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're watching me from. Thank you so much for coming back to watch my video. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much. You are the best. If you are new here, if this is your first time of seeing this pretty face, please do not make it your last. Hit the subscribe button. Drop your comments for me. I love reading from you people. Yes, when you drop comments for me, then I will know your thoughts. Thank you so much for coming back. Okay, without wasting so much time, let's dive into what we have for today. The first point I came with is you will regret that big expensive wedding. In case you are not yet married and you are thinking of getting married, please leave society wedding, leave the expensive wedding, leave that very big wedding. You are really going to regret it. What's the point after spending all the money? It will not make sense to you if you have not gotten married. But if you are married, please drop it in the comment section. Am I making sense? Like, does this point make sense to you? A lot of people dream for that big wedding, my dream wedding, like the Cinderella kind of wedding. I'm here telling you this today that you will regret it. You may not understand if sincerely you've not gotten married, but for those who have married, they will really understand. Yes, what's the point? You spend so much money, it's just for some hours, at most 5 6 hours, and everybody's gone, and you are faced with the reality of how much you have really spent. And at the end of the day, you only have your wedding ring, then maybe your husband has his suit and shoe, and then that is it. Everybody is going to eat and go back. Highest, they'll talk about your wedding 6 days, and on the seventh day we're already dressing up to go for the next wedding. Yes, I'm yet to see the best wedding. Like, if you think you've seen the best, next Saturday you are seeing another one better than that one. So please, this is me today telling you, in case you are planning your wedding, cut down on the cost. There is no best wedding, there is no award-winning wedding. And remember, the amount you spent on a wedding does not determine the success of the marriage. There are many things that are not necessary that I see people do in their wedding. Please cut them out. So the second point is love is not enough. Yes, I love him, I love her, this and that. It's not enough to keep a marriage. There are many other factors that have to come into place if that marriage is going to work. If love is the only thing you have, is the only reason why you want to marry this person, I'm here to tell you that it is not enough. There are many other factors that needs to be considered, put into proper consideration before you say I do. If not, that love that you think is enough is going to phase and die off, and you find out that you're no more interested in the person. And at the end of the day, if they don't divorce, they'll be in the house and they'll be living like flatmates. That, so you begin to ask yourself, so where is that love that they confessed? So the third point is a marriage that will work requires 100% involvement and commitment of from both parties. Yes, I hear people say 50-50. I am here to tell you today, it's not 50-50. It requires 100% involvement from both parties. Yes, you two have to be intentional about your marriage. You have to decide on your own that you will make it work. You have to put in your best. You have to be there for your partner. You have to be interested in the affairs of your partner and in the affair of the home to make sure that the home works. So bringing in 50, it's not really enough. It's not your all. Yes, a marriage that will work needs you to bring your all your efforts, all your commitment, and you see that marriage working. The next point is never involve your family in your issues. Maybe when you are quarreling or you have a fight or misunderstanding, please keep your families aside. Definitely they are going to take sides with you. They will defend you and then condemn your partner. They are going to settle the issue with sentiments, and that will worsen the case. So please remember, you are building a family. Your mom, your dad have built their own family. If you're a woman, you have been handed over to a man to begin your own family. Okay, so whatever negative or whatever you have learned from your parents that is not good, that is not enviable, please drop them. and focus on the one you are married to. Your wife will never be your mother, cannot be your mother. Your husband cannot be your father. So please, immediately you are getting married, focus on the one you are married to and begin to learn the person, begin to know what the person likes and what the person does not like. So if peradventure you have a misunderstanding, sit the person down and talk. Involving your family will worsen the issue. They will definitely take sides and the whole matter will not be resolved. The next point is lack of financial stability will reveal a lot of issues in your marriage. Yes, take it from me. A lot of people call it being materialistic, but you just listen. When there is no money in that marriage, it's going to reveal a lot of problems. How do you even intend to run the home when there is lack of finance? If you are a man and you are planning to get married, please, I beg you with anything you hold dear, pause that preparation and make sure you get a tangible source of income. Likewise, you that is the lady watching this video, if you intend to get married, please pause the preparations and get something doing. Marriage will frustrate you if you don't have money, source of income. And that is where that the previous point where I said love is not enough comes in. When there is no money in a home, that love that you think is pushing you begins to die down. Issues that will require finance will come. So how do you intend to solve it? Before you know what is happening, the man will begin to overreact, the woman will begin to overreact, and you ask yourself, is it just this thing I did now that is causing this issue? No, there. It's not that thing you did, it is the lack of money. So please, if you intend to get married, get something doing, whether you are the man or the woman. I always tell women, your husband may not be able to provide everything you need. Yes, so please, you as a woman, get something doing so that you will be able to contribute financially. We are all experiencing it. We know what is happening today in Nigeria. If you're in Nigeria, you know to solve it's now a survivor. People are now trying to survive. So imagine being in a marriage and only the man is bearing the burden financially for the home. That will be disastrous. That's calamity waiting to happen. Okay, so please, if you are preparing to get married, get something doing. When there is no money in the marriage, it's frustrating. Yes, no matter your level of life, there should be a tangible source of income from both parties so that the marriage can be sweet. Yes, money makes love sweet. I am the one that said it. Quote me and quote me well. Money makes love sweet. Love without money, e no dey how una take dey do am? How can you, is it like you wake up, you are telling your wife I love you tell your husband I love you, and you're not getting things done? So please try to get the finance balanced before you think of tying the knot, for your own sanity and for the love and for the happiness of the home. All right, so next is your spouse comes first, even before the family you came from. Your spouse should always come first. You are trying to build your own family. So please let your spouse come first. In any decision you are taking, in anything you are doing, let that man or that woman come first. It shows respect, it shows involvement. Never you prefer, never you put your brother, your father, your mother, or whoever before your husband or your wife. It will not go well with your partner. So focus and build your own family, and you will live to enjoy it. The next point is marriage is not a transformer, but an amplifier. Yes. Please, if there is anything you are seeing in that man or that woman that you want to marry that you don't like, they call it red flag. Please begin now to work on it before you marry that person, or let that person begin to work on his or her weaknesses before they begin to think of getting married. Marriage will not stop a man that is abusive. I hear people say he is a womanizer, but let's get him a wife. It's because he doesn't have a wife. If we get him a wife, he will stop womanizing. He will begin to think his heart will be at home. It's a big lie. Rather, that marriage will even make him to be father of all nations the more. Yes, because now he has a woman at home who will give him good children and raise them. So his eyes will always be outside. If you are not able to work on your weaknesses before you get married, marriage is going to make it worse. Marriage is going to make your weaknesses obvious, because yes, you are getting married to someone that is not perfect. So the person's attitude, the person's character, one thing or the other will make that your negative habit to become very obvious. So if you are watching me and you intend to get married, and there is something you see in that man or that woman you want to get married to that you don't really like, please do not overlook it. Talk about it, discuss it with the person, find out if the person is really making efforts to be a better human. Okay, please, marriage does not transform people. Marriage is not Holy Spirit. It's Holy Spirit that transforms people. Rather, marriage makes it obvious. So the next one is, you will not always have your way in marriage. Like someone like me, I'm the last born of my family. As a last child, and we all know, when you want something, you always get it. As the last child, you are always pampered. Everybody's at your beck and call. Anything you want, you're getting it. If you're not getting it from your mom, your dad, you're getting from your brother, your sister, your elder, and all that, uncles, and everybody is there. They want to make you comfortable. But you see, in marriage, the reality is, you will not get everything you want. Yes, there will be checkmates. There will be a time for yes, there will be a time for no. There will be a yes time and there will be a no time from your partner. So you just have to get it at the back of your mind that in this marriage I'm entering, I am not going to get everything I want when I want it. So that is where patience comes to play. You have to be patient. If there's something you want from your partner and they cannot give it to you at that point, please be patient with them. You will still get it, but maybe not then. Okay, probably they don't have it, probably they cannot give it to you, probably they have it, but they don't think you really need it at that point. So be patient with your partner. Whatever it is you think you need and they tell you they cannot afford it, they cannot give it to you at that point, believe them. Even if you are seeing them with money and they are telling you that this money they have is not for that thing you desire, believe them. And when the money comes, they are definitely going to get that thing for you. Okay, so another point. This one sounds so funny, but I have to say it. See, when you are quarreling with your partner, they don't really mean everything they say, especially women. In fact, let me even say, even men. Yes, I've heard couple who during quarrel, the man will tell the woman to pack and go. I want to get a new wife. Darling, he doesn't really mean it. The woman will say, yes, I'm going to leave you today. I'm going to go. I'll go back to my father's house, this and that, blah, blah, blah. My dear, she doesn't really mean it. Okay? Some things are said out of displeasure, out of anger, during quarrel. Even friends do that. Brothers and sisters do that. Okay? But after, when everything has died down, when the tension is down, you can still ask them, you can still talk to them and be like, please stop using such words, stop making such statements. I do not like it. So the final point, the final one, but not the least, the very last one I have for us today is forgiveness. Forgiveness is required a lot if that marriage is going to work. Yes, you have to forgive your partner. Forgive them every day. If I have a reservation, that is the truth I have told myself. My husband is more important to me than whatever is in the house. I should not be so offended with him that I will not forgive him. Okay, so please, let's learn how to forgive. If that marriage is going to work, you must forgive. If you are not willing to forgive, please don't get married for any reason, because things are going to happen that will require you to forgive your partner. So this is all I have for us today. These are just the 10 points I have for us today. I hope you find this video very interesting. Please remember to subscribe. If you have not subscribed, remember to like the video, drop your comments. Yes, tell me what you think about this video. If there is any point I mentioned that doesn't go well with you or you do not agree, please Tell me in the comment section. Okay, so as we do it here on this channel, our Bible verse for today is going to be Psalm 105 verse 1. Oh, give thanks unto the Lord, call upon his name, make known his deeds among the people. Thank you so much and see you in my next video. Bye. Mwah.